Hi Tristan, thanks very much for sending me that video of you playing the first half of Slavic Song. That is coming along really well. Especially, well, actually, tons of good stuff to say about it. The thing I think was most impressive, actually, which you've got without me sort of saying anything about it really, is the balance. So you've got that strong melody on the top, and there's those really kind of light, stabby staccato chords in the left hand. That's coming across superbly. And I think that's really important because you've got the right hand in quite a weak part of the piano compared to the part of the piano that the left hand is in. Not to mention the fact that in some of the chords the left hand outnumbers the right hand by 4-1. I think that's testament to how good a job you're doing of bringing out the melody and also keeping those chords really kind of light and sort of stabby. And it's brilliant because it means that the ear stays focused on what the right hand's doing. So really well done. Just a few little bits of advice on that section, and then I'll kind of give you some pointers in terms of next steps and so on and so forth. Hope you're getting on all right with these scales as well. All those lovely scales to be enjoying as well. So yeah, really good. There's only one bit I think where you've made a slight mislearn with the notes, but we can rectify that pretty easily. So just I think 4 things I picked out to kind of go over. First of all, that first bar of the piece, your notes are absolutely perfect, but just be a little bit careful with your rhythm because those E's in the right hand aren't all the same length, and you're playing them a little bit as if they are all the same length. So you want 1.5 beats followed by half, then 1.5 followed by half. So you've got dotted crotchet quaver, dotted crotchet quaver. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and so rather than, sorry, let me turn that up. You want a little bit more 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So here it is again, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And so on and so on. So da 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 da, just for the rhythm there. After that, yeah, fantastic job with the main body of section 1. That's really good. And I think good call not using the pedal. It doesn't sound like you're using any pedal, and if not, good. I don't think you should pedal for section 1 at all. The bit where you've slightly mislearned the notes is the first 2 bars of line 4. I think you've just missed the fact that the right hand goes to bass clef. So the right hand comes down to E and A beneath middle C. So it's all pretty. I think you're playing. I think that's what you were doing. You want to be down here. Sorry. And so on and so on and so on. In section 3, really good. You've got the rhythm spot on there. There's tons of detail. I just want to kind of sort of talk through some of it, just make sure you've kind of clocked all the details and stuff here. First of all, pedal. You can pedal this bit, and I would. Where it says sim, about halfway along line 4, that's just editorial shorthand for we can't be bothered to write the pedal lines anymore. Keep pedaling as you did in the bar before. So the way I would pedal this is put the pedal down with the first note of every bar, and then lift it up with the second chord, because that little hat on top of the chords with S, F, Z written above it, that little hat thing, it's a staccatissimo. It's like a sort of super staccato accent. So you got, and the pedal will really help with that because it will keep the low note sounding whilst you jump up to the chord. So it will just make it sound more marked. The other thing to take, there's loads of detail in this bit. Notice that the right hand has got accents, and it's sometimes, but not all the time, on the first beat of the bar. And I think where it's on a different beat of the bar, so for example, bar number 4 of line 4, the accent is on the second chord, not on the first one. So if I go from the beginning of section 3, and I'm going to say accent on the accented chords, accent, 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 accent. So it gives the rhythm a slightly kind of more rocky beat. Da 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 da. by having accents on those offbeat notes, on those beats or on those chords that come on the count of and, that gives it the rocky kind of feel. So yeah, that's really, but I mean, you're playing it brilliantly. Those are just more like suggestions to kind of bring out the, I guess, the rockiness of that section. One final comment, just on the last two bars of the video you sent me. So I'm talking here about the fourth bar of the fifth line. That one. Sorry. Just make sure that you get the left-hand chord with the C. You're playing it. On your video, you played it one note earlier with the D. You played, but you want that chord on the beat. Sorry, beat, not B. Then onto the fluffy next bit. Really, really, really good. I would actually, it sounds a little bit odd, but I would skip, now that you've done a really good job of that, I'd start having a look at number 6, because section 6 is very similar to section 3. So you can very quickly sort of learn the notes of that section. It's super similar to section 3, but you can apply those same principles. So you've got the super staccato accenty chords. A couple of details that change here. So you'll notice the chords in section 6, the left-hand chords, they've not only got the little spiky hat, they've got a line, and that line is a tenuto, that means held, so basically the opposite of staccato. So you want to think of those chords in section 6 as being kind of sticky. Almost like your hand is getting stuck to the key for a moment when you play it. Yeah, those are just little details to that you can use to vary how it sounds and make it sound a tiny bit different in section 6 to how it sounds in section 3. One thing I didn't explain, you probably know this already, but just in case we haven't come across this yet. The SFZ, for example, the one in bar 3 of line 4, at the beginning of section 3. SFZ is Sforzando. You can think it as meaning sort of suddenly louder than other stuff. It's basically means the same as an accent. Think of it as a suddenly loud, suddenly forceful. And then at the beginning of section 6, where you've got SFFZ, you guessed it, that means suddenly very loud, suddenly very forceful. And presumably you could just keep adding Fs for dramatic effect. No, it's sounding fantastic. Please keep the updates coming in, and hopefully we will be in the same room again before too long. Until then, you keep making great music, happy improvising, happy practicing your scales, and goodbye. See you very soon, Tristan. Bye for now.